TeeTee. Welcome to Mountain State Cheer Academy. Here, we have a lot of fun, but we also teach tumbling and cheerleading. Here in Buchanan, a couple years ago, cheerleading and tumbling wasn't offered until Mountain State Cheerleading came along. So here at Mountain State, we welcome friends and families from 4 years old and up to come here and train with us and become the best of the best. So welcome.
Okay guys, so when I was just a little itty bitty girl, around 3 years old, my mom started me in tumbling classes just once a week here in Buchanan at a little gym called the Dance Factory. And shortly after I got my back handspring, she moved me to Clarksburg, West Virginia, where there was a gym called Gym 1. And I trained with Phil Hickman for years and decided that, I wanted to take a different route. So I left cheerleading and went to competitive gymnastics. I trained at Aerialport for several years until 8th grade. And then in 8th grade, I began cheering for Champ Central. My journey has taken me, from Florida all the way to PA, Ohio, Indianapolis. So I've traveled a lot with cheerleading, and that's one of my favorite parts about it. But as far as training goes, I've gone to West Virginia University Gymnastics Camp. I've gone to Woodward Gymnastics Camp and trained under elite gymnasts, Olympic gymnasts, and even more. So I'm excited to share my experience with all of these girls that I have here at Mountain State. I would say the biggest thing that changed since I was a little girl cheerleading, or even since I was in high school, are just the motions and overall the difference in choreography. When I was in cheerleading, everything was clapping, high V, clapping, low V, T, broken T, tabletop. Everything, had very specific motions, and now we are doing all kinds of mixed motions and like combination movements. So I think that's just been a big evolution in the cheerleading world, as well as just when I started, everything was super clean and very a lot slower paced. Now the movements and the formations are dynamic. They're not asymmetrical anymore, they're bisymmetry. So you're looking at a lot of teams taking on one side of the floor and then moving to the other side, versus when I was in gymnastics, everything cheerleading, everything was at center point, everything was in the center of the floor. Cross tumbling, we came from the corners, now we see teams going from the center of the mat and out, or they're coming front to back a lot more. So just the dynamics of the routines and choreography has changed a lot.
Okay, so growing up in gymnastics, we practiced handstands on handstands on handstands. We conditioned handstands, we trained handstands, whether it was on bars, beams, vault, floor, it didn't matter. So I would say my number one skill that I focus on here are handstands. 100% handstands, it's in every movement. It's the most underrated, underappreciated skill in cheerleading. So if you're watching this, please be practicing those handstands. Even if you feel confident, trust me, you can never hold a handstand long enough. If you can, try it on one hand. Here at Mountain State, we really thrive off of energy. We bring 110% every single day. My favorite phrase in this building is, let's get fired up! Woo!